Hello broskies, it's me, Krillix. I am here with my first ever video. Thank you for watching, or thank you for friends and family for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye! So in case you couldn't tell, these are my little, character pieces that I'm drawing right now. It's a time lapse of it, so it won't take very long. Next, I actually end up drawing my profile picture for YouTube. This video is really long, just a quick disclaimer, so if you don't want to watch the whole thing, that's completely fine. The very last character I end up drawing doesn't end up being used because it just wasn't that great, so I ended up crossing it out. I never use it and I erased it, just to let you know. The reason I actually used a fox as my little character on my iPad drawing tablet-ish thingy screen on my characters is because foxes are my favorite animal. Now what we are doing is we're making the profile picture like I told you guys about. I'm not going to speed this up because I do not know how to yet because I just started. So I will be talking and telling a few stories that don't give away too much personal information because I do not want to get that away on this app. Thank you. The first story I want to talk about is one that not many of you might believe, but basically when my dad was younger, he was kicking a pine cone off the road, and a coyote actually grabbed it, ran past him and grabbed it, and he thought it was going to attack him, but it dropped it on the road, and then he kicked it off again. He was kind of playing fetch with it that way, and we saw him around a bit after that, but now we don't see him very often. I would actually like to say that I'm very proud of what I had done for this space and for the profile picture. It's very nice and I'm really proud of myself for doing that. It's not my best work, but it's my best proportional work so far. I also crossed out a few pictures of me because I do not want to show my face ever on this app. I mean, maybe when I'm older, but probably not. Anyways, yeah, so I'm really proud of myself for doing that. In case you are wondering, which you probably are not, you might be wondering why my skills of editing are this decent for just starting out on YouTube. The reasoning is because this is not the first ever video I've edited. I've edited a few more, but they've just been with friends and family. So I will not post those on there because they do show some faces, and I don't think they would want that. And it's also giving away personal information once again. The next story I would like to talk about it's more recent, but not super recent. I was with my friend, and I was helping her sell Girl Scout cookies, and we were doing signs near the roadish area, kind of, and near our stand, and we were having fun making these weird dances and chants and stuff as we were holding a large sign or smaller signs, and it was really fun. I would recommend doing something related to the Girl Scouts or doing something kind of fun like that with your friends because it does make some really good memories. Another thing I would like to say, I do realize I'm saying I would like to say a lot, but I did struggle with the hair a bit because I'm not that great at drawing hair. It's one of my least favorite things to draw. I like drawing hands personally more than I do hair, so I tried getting it to be put down, but it just didn't look right with me, so I ended up actually putting it up. A bit of a spoiler, if you would call it that. some people don't really like it when people talk a lot during their when they're showed their drawings, but I feel like it's boring when I don't talk. So more stories. Another story is that I, not super recently, but recently-ish, got into cooking, and one of the things that I really like making are pancakes from scratch with no box mix, just making the whole recipe from scratch. It's really fun, and I do recommend doing stuff like that as well. It also makes good memories, and it's fun seeing your friends and family taste your cooking for the first time. And sure, they may not like it, but it's still funny to see their reactions and fun. And if they do like it, it's nice and it feels nice. Now we are getting to the part that I stated earlier where I tried drawing the hair down and I eventually just erased it. I did not like it. It did not look well, as you can probably see. So the next thing I did was just put it up in like a ponytail real quick. I did draw this based off of my character that I'm going by. So as you can see in the little corner, that's what I meant by the pictures. I crossed some of those out when I was picking that one to use as a reference. And I did struggle with coloring because I realized I put the picture on the same layer as most of the line art. So when I was coloring, I had to go back onto the line art and end up kind of messing up my line art, but it's not a big deal, and it can always get better. I can always learn from my mistakes. And that's another thing. Don't give up. Just learn from your mistakes. It makes it way better in, like, life. Here is where I realized that my eyes are going to make this look way less realistic because I can draw realistic eyes, but they just wouldn't look good. Also, when I was testing this with my sister, she pointed out that my nose was too high. I noticed that, luckily though, before she pointed it out while I was still drawing. So I ended up moving it down later. Another disclaimer or whatever. But yeah. Also, one fun fact, my eyes never set on a specific color, so they'll change from time to time. And so in this, I just draw them blue because, I feel like blue eyes match in contrast, you know? I was originally thinking green, but I just didn't feel like it, you know? Want to watch something funny that really annoyed me? At this moment, I could not draw a mouth. Later, this is where I realized my nose was way too high. But yeah, for a long while, I had trouble drawing a mouth. The mouth either looks way too, weird or cartoony for how I was drawing, or something else, but for the love of God, I could not draw a mouth until I moved the nose down, obviously, but that happens a bit later after a few more trying to draw the mouth. Also, I would like to say I am drawing this with a pencil, a drawing pencil, but I can draw decently with my fingers still. I can put a few pieces of art drawn by my finger on the screen. But yeah, I prefer to draw with a pencil ever since I got one. If you are watching, here is where I moved the nose down. Yay! If you could not tell, I really wanted to get the mouth to be open, but eventually just gave up on it because I could not draw it open without making it look cartoony. Okay, so it's been a couple seconds since I was last talking. I know, a big achievement of a long time I haven't talked. Anyways, I would like to say, ask if anyone knows about the YouTuber Vior. And if you do, you probably know she had secret messages halfway-ish through her video. And although I'm not halfway through the video, I would like to do that too. I want to start doing that. Please don't take it as I'm copying and just taking inspiration. The secret message I would like to hide in this video is, if anyone who is watching this, you should say in the comments that, how about you should say, oh my god, Grillix, I didn't know you, or you used to be a famous YouTuber, but your channel got taken down, or something like that, and maybe that'll draw people into the comments, but I'll explain it in the next video. I know this is a very long video for you guys, so I'll cut out a few parts that take a long time, and how about I'll cut out all the coloring and just show you the final result. I will show in the background though. When I'm doing the background, I will show the part where I realized that I put the picture on the wrong layer. So like I said, this is the part where I realized that I put the picture on the wrong layer, and I tried removing the picture first, but then I later realized that I couldn't just remove part of the picture because I'd have to remove part of the line art too and then redo it. So I just colored over it on the line art layer eventually, but you'll see that. Actually, you won't see that. guys. See